Hey, sorry I'm a bit flustered, but I've been in a bit of a rush to get the show ready for this week. But now we're here, so let's crack on. This week we're going to be looking at... Hey, where'd I go? What happened? Massive sweaty flaps. I'll see you next time. Wait, stop. Right, I should probably take a bit more time with this to make sure it's properly ready. I mean, you'd rather I delay it to make sure of that, right? Delays seem to be an ever more common occurrence nowadays. I mean, just how many games slated for a 2014 release actually came out in 2014? The Division, Uncharted 4, Arkham Knight, Mortal Kombat, The Witcher 3, all delayed at some point last year. Release dates hold about as much credence as anything Peter Molyneux says. Every time another delay is announced, the usual barrage of friendly neighbourhood trolls crawl out from under the comment bridge to spout whatever it is they call opinions on the matter. Here's just a smattering of comments from a couple of delay announcements that we've seen. Firstly, The Division. Now, The Division's already had 2 big delays that we've seen, and is now slated for a 2016 release. Here's just a few comments from that. Cancel this game already! Delayed 2 years already! GTFO, you be suck! You used already twice, by the way. It was delayed, the pathetic PS4 was struggling to keep up. Once again, us superior Xbox One owners get held back by the inferior ShitStation 4. ShitStation 4 doesn't work, and you're just basically ranting with your political bloody mumbo-jumbo, aren't you? Only fags play Tom Clancy garbage. MGS is way better. Don't use that term. For God's sake, grow up. Here's the best one. What's The Division? You kidding? Are you absolutely kidding? Right. Arkham Knight. Of course, it's just come out and has a few PC issues. But that had a couple of big delays as well. And here's just a few of the comments on that. Damn, every fucking game that was supposed to drop this year is getting delayed till next year. We ain't gonna have shit to play. There's plenty to play, mate. Like, chill out. Honestly. Yeah, sure, they probably delayed it because they still can't figure out how to make it run at least 30 FPS on consoles. Why does everyone care about this FPS stuff anyway? Like, what is it with frames per second? You can play it. Oh, sorry. Delayed because they're wasting their time remastering the old games. Rocksteady, by the way, are not actually remastering any of their games at all. So, yeah. Delayed games equals shitty final products. Do they? Like, possibly in 1 or 2 cases, but shouldn't we actually be glad that they're trying to release final finished products of a good enough quality for us to play? To show you what I mean, let me tell you a little story. In September last year, I went to EGX in London with a friend of mine, and high on my priority list of things to do was play Assassin's Creed Unity, scheduled for a release a few months later. Having already got our hands on Far Cry 4, Evolve, The Crew, and several others, we queued up at the booth, looking forward to running around Paris stabbing French people with uncomfortably British accents.
Can't I go with you, Father?
Courage, my boy. You wait just here. I will return when this hand reaches the top.
That's forever.
Not as long as all that. And when I get back, we'll see the fireworks.
But when we got in, there weren't any consoles or TVs. Just a bunch of chairs and a projector. That's right, a presentation. We still weren't able to play the game. 3 months before its release date.
The first 5 minutes were spent showing us a trailer most of us had already seen before, having released it a week earlier. Oh sure, the nice French-Canadian developer man played a bit of a level they probably finished and prepared before the expo opened, but even then you could start to see the issues with crowd physics, texture pop-in, and free running all creeping in.
It was clear that it wasn't ready. And sure enough, come release date,
Nobody should have to put up with that. The development team have worked super hard for years making this game, only to have all that effort ruined by the publisher forcing them to stick to a release date that doesn't allow them to do justice to that effort. And we don't then shell out huge sections of our wage packet for them to release a day one patch the size of the entire game just to make it playable. Seriously, 21 gigabytes. If you bought that game on a limited internet service, you'd have to live with this guy for good. Compare that to those games that suffered delays before coming out. Battlefield Hardline, Watch Dogs, The Witcher 3, GTA 5. Whatever you say about the games themselves, they all have one vital thing in common. They all worked properly.
Okay, not absolutely every game, but the less said about Drive Club the better. Not in terms of delays, just generally.
Delays never make a game worse. Yeah, you may have to wait another few months, sometimes even a year or two. And yet, it might still be disappointing when it comes out. But trust me, you'd rather wait for The Division when it actually works properly, than buy the Master Chief Collection and barely play it at all. Oh, come on!
Look, just remember what Miyamoto said. A delayed game is eventually good, but a rushed game is forever bad. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.